Welcome to the Big Ree and Ace Pick 6 College Football Week 13. All right, let's go, Ace.
Bam. All right, boys and girls, college football Week 13, Thanksgiving week and weekend. Cannot wait. Big announcement because Thanksgiving is this weekend. After Thanksgiving, what's normally after Thanksgiving, Big
Football.
Football, but what's on that Friday? What is that Friday?
Black Friday.
Black Friday. Big Ree and Ace are giving you guys Black Friday special on the merch, boys. Check out the link is in the description. Black Friday sale, all the merch up until Sunday. So get your Big Ree and Ace merch. This is a one-time deal. Once the weekend's over, prices are going back up. We're going to do a Black Friday special. You want this gear, so get the merch. Link is in the description. Let's get into the videos. Big Ree, you want to say something about, liking and subscribing and all that good stuff. So let's make...
Yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. The likes are really down right now, and we had a winning week last week, so we need those subscribers. Make sure to tell your friends, your family. Follow us on Instagram. The link's in the description as well.
And on that note, Big Ree, the likes are down, boys and girls. You guys are watching the video. Just hit the like button. Very simple. Just hit the like button. Clearly, if you're watching it, you like the video and you're coming back. So, we're not charging anything here. So just give us a like. It does help. Like I said, Big Ree, we had a good week last week. We went 4-2. Solid week. Big Ree is starting to heat up. But more importantly, follow us on Instagram. Big Ree was on a heater on Instagram, went 9-0 on NBA picks. 9-0, 9 straight picks. He usually throws out one pick a day. If he's feeling a little bit extra frisky, he's got 2 picks. But normally it's 1 pick on a heater. I think you're right now, sitting at 12-2 in the last 14 picks or something like that?
Something like that. I don't know. I mean,
Big Ree is on fire, so... The link is also in the description for our Instagram tag, Big Ree and Ace Pick 6. So follow us on Instagram. We're going to keep putting more content up. We're improving the show, boys. It's a process. I know everybody wants us to... we love the feedback, so throw that in the comments. But it's a process, but we're continuing to improve. Let's get into some Thanksgiving talk, Big Ree. We got Thanksgiving coming up in 2 days. So you guys know we normally film on a Monday or a Tuesday, mostly Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then we post our college video on Wednesday. We drop the video. So Thanksgiving, Thursday, cannot wait. Nothing like the holidays. And you start really the holiday season off, I guess, with Halloween. But that's, I don't know. But more so, Thanksgiving is that big mark right there. So I cannot wait. What are you looking forward to most, Big Ree? First, that's my first question is, what are you looking forward to most on Thanksgiving?
Honestly, I mean, last year was rough because we didn't get to see each other. So I'm going to say actually my family because we're actually going to see each other this year.
Speaking like a wise man, wise beyond his years, Big Ree. You're right. That puts things in perspective. We really weren't able to be around family and friends and... really was a kind of a reality check for a lot of people where things can get taken from you just like that. And so definitely going to be good to be around family and friends for Thanksgiving. So I agree. That's a big deal. But let's get into, so that's what you're looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody hanging out. I'm going to definitely enjoy it a little bit more and just appreciate all the, all the family and friends that I'm around. You never know how Thanksgiving dinners can go, and so it's good to just have another family Thanksgiving dinner. At some point, I didn't even know if this was going to happen again.
Yeah,
to be honest. So glad to be back Thanksgiving. Before we get into the food and the dishes and all that good stuff, and we won't keep it too long, but do you have any Thanksgiving ritual? I've heard some people go on a hike every Thanksgiving morning, or some go on some turkey trot and run 5 miles or do a 10K or something like that, or everybody's got some little ritual. Do you have any ritual?
I mean, the ritual normally is to wake up and go lay down on the couch and watch football.
I agree. Okay, you always got the NFL games.
NFL games.
You got the 3 NFL games, and if I'm correct,
I don't think there's any NBA. I don't think so on Thanksgiving Day.
There isn't. Is there?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure, but there's.
I would say no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You can't compete. You don't want to compete.
I'm confusing that with Christmas.
Christmas is NBA's day.
But NFL, that's Thanksgiving's all about the NFL. And
there's definitely college games. Yeah.
But nothing too impressive.
Yeah, nothing on. They want to save it for Friday. The leftovers.
Friday they have a whole docket.
I'm picking a Friday game.
Yeah, so there's a lot of good games on Friday, but so
I am going on a hike this Thanksgiving.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my friends are all like, you want to go on a hike, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I mean, because we were gonna eat like 3,000, 4,000 calories that day.
At least,
so try to burn some of it off before.
You are wise beyond your years. I mean, the fact that your guys are getting a hike together. And is it going to be a pretty hardcore hike, or what is it going to be?
It's the one we all did like 6 years ago, and we took that big picture up there.
Honestly, I don't know what I ate for breakfast yesterday, let alone remembering a hike from 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but it's
going to be a good hike for sure.
Workout. That's good. I agree. I'm gonna definitely try to do some workout, some exercise. Definitely exercising. My wrist, when I'm picking up those chips on Thursday morning for the game, chips and dip. But no, I'm definitely on a serious note. I'm definitely going to try to get some exercise in. I don't have any ritual other than, you're right, I look forward to waking up and just getting on the recliner and watching the game.
That's what I was looking forward to. And then they're like, let's go on a hike. And I was like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. No, that's good. What time is the hike?
I think 9. That's early.
That's solid.
But then if I say no, they're gonna talk shit to me. Like, come on, get your lazy ass up. You ain't doing shit. You're gonna be watching football.
You're gonna feel better after the hike.
Exactly. Yeah.
You never feel good waking up, but after the hike, you're gonna feel
good. For sure.
And then you're gonna feel good when you're chowing down. On
exactly.
All that food and that dessert, you're gonna feel like, you know what? It is what it is, but at least I did get a workout.
Yeah. Exactly.
Somebody invited me to play some basketball on Thursday morning, but unfortunately I'm rehabbing my knee. Still had a
meniscus surgery.
So I'm not there yet. I'm probably maybe 60-70%, but I'm not ready to run on a court yet. I mean, I could play, but not to my liking. So give me a couple more months, and I'm gonna be tearing some fools up on the court. Cannot wait.
Let's get to the dessert talk now.
Let's get into the food. Let's get into the food talk real quick. I know. We're going to get a lot more into it on the NFL video, but what are you looking forward to? Let's start with the protein. I
don't really look forward to the turkey, but we're having salmon this year. I'm looking more forward to the salmon.
Yeah, so we're going to have, there's going to be turkey. You got to have turkey on
that's a given.
And I think it's just kind of, you just take it for granted. It's like, hey, it's turkey. But now it seems like the tradition, not just in our family, but like a lot of people, is that they're moving towards other proteins on Thanksgiving. It's not just turkey.
I saw brisket on the list. Was that a joke or was someone trolling?
Nobody's having brisket. Maybe somebody wants to have brisket. If you want to bring big brisket to the Thanksgiving.
I saw that. Someone told me we're having brisket. I'm like, oh damn, this is gonna be. We're going all out.
I'm surprised. Maybe someone surprises us, but. I know there's some big salmon that was dank.
Okay.
And some turkey. Maybe someone's gonna bring some chicken. So, I'm gonna go to town on that, and I love having that with the gravy and the cranberry sauce and some of the chutney and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the sides. I'm a side guy.
For sure, I'm sides 100%.
So let's real quickly give me your top 3 sides. I don't want you to just pick one.
Okay, mac and cheese is on there for sure.
I agree. Mac and cheese is in my top 3 for sure.
Jalapeno cream corn.
That's
specifically
really good. Okay,
I'm gonna put that one.
I might have to get into my top 4 there.
And you got to go with this one. You have to. It's like the quarterback. Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
It's like the quarterback. Like you can't live without I can live without the other two, but mashed potatoes.
Go wrong with mashed potatoes, but you know what? I'm gonna veto that. My third one, and I know a lot of people are gonna agree here. A lot of viewers are gonna agree. I'm all about the yams. Okay, I'm all about the yams. I love yams. Nothing better than these sweet yams. Okay. And so I'm all about the yams. It's because you don't have those all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you have,
well, we don't have mashed potatoes really all the time either.
But you can have mashed potatoes at any point throughout the year.
Yeah, that's
true. A lot of places you go to, especially if you're going to go to a steakhouse, mashed potatoes always there. But yams are sweet potatoes. Like you get sweet potato fries, I guess. But the yams, nothing like yams. So I would say yams are in there. I know I'm missing some, so I want to just really quickly. The greens
that we always have.
Greens are always there.
Yeah.
So greens are always there. Green bean casserole. So nothing like that, but so that's a fixture definitely on our Thanksgiving dinner all the time is the greens. But I don't know. I guess this is a side, but you can maybe categorize it differently as the cornbread.
Yeah, that's definitely a side.
That's one. I always have multiple pieces of cornbread.
Yeah, I don't know if we consider it a side, but it's definitely a dish.
It
of
is,
course.
and that's an addition to desserts that we have. But love the cornbread. I'm getting so pumped, Big Reed. Cannot wait. What about the dessert? So let's talk about the dessert. What are you looking forward to most on the dessert?
Obviously the basic pumpkin and pecan pie. But I've said this one multiple times.
Pumpkin and pecan pie.
Pumpkin tiramisu. This is the best shit. You have to look it up and make it yourself. You'll thank me later. People will be coming and hugging you and asking you what is.
I know.
Where you got this.
Come on, Reed. How many people can make that pumpkin?
It's easy, bro. It's not as hard as you think, bro.
Really? Okay, so pumpkin tiramisu. But what are your top two pies? I know at the dinner we're gonna have like 5 different pies. So what are your?
You gotta go pumpkin pecan. That's it.
Pumpkin and pecan.
You got pumpkin is on
sure.
there.
With whip.
Yeah, with the Cool Whip.
Throw the whip on there for sure.
Pecan you can debate. I mean, because sometimes it's just too damn sweet. You know, we get that Costco one. You know, it's dank, no doubt, but
it is good.
It's too fucking sweet. Sometimes
I love that, but I'm gonna give the viewers a tip here.
Okay.
This is from last year that someone dropped this pie off at the house during the COVID Thanksgiving. And if you guys have a Marie Callender's near you, Marie Callender's, a lot of them have shut down. They got a pumpkin, not a cheesecake, not a pumpkin pie, a pumpkin cream cheese pie. That thing is unbelievable. I highly recommend it. You will thank me later. You will like it so much that you might send Ace a pumpkin cream cheese pie.
Yeah.
Thanking me that I've added that to their Thanksgiving array. So that cannot wait. And I heard this year there's going to be somebody in the family is bringing a super fancy, super expensive, fancy coffee machine.
Oh, wow.
Like they're legit coffee connoisseur. This is probably like $1,000 machine, $1,000 machine.
That's big time shit.
It's basically craps on the Keurig machines. It's unreal. And so we're going to have some high quality coffee to go.
That's good because we're going to be up late that night.
Oh, yeah. And I heard there's a chance we're going to be on the fire pit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I know it's a long shot. Everybody knows I'm a big sweet guy. It's a long shot, but if there's a fire pit going on in the backyard, if we can get some s'mores going, that would be big time. Big time. So I'm just throwing that out there for anybody that's going to be attending, the Thanksgiving dinner. Hey, if you guys want to have a s'more setup, I'm all in for it. I'll take one for the team and allow it. So.
All right, let's get into the shout-outs. The first shout-out is for Fernando Encinas.
Fernando!
The second shout-out is for Timothy Eaton.
Timothy Eaton.
The third shout-out is for the Vegas Sports Talk. Always commenting, always there.
Vegas Sports Talk. Check out the channel.
The fourth one is for Gunner Apple, a loyal follower, always commenting, going back and forth.
Gunner Apple, yes sir.
Fifth one is Boo Boo.
What up, Boo Boo? Holla at your boy.
The sixth one is Money Dirty.
Money Dirty, what a cool YouTube screen name.
And the last one is for Zoni NorCal. I guess you're from NorCal.
NorCal.
What part of NorCal are you from?
Yeah, represent.
All right, you want to get into the games now?
Let's get into the docket of games. Everybody's waiting. We're on a hot streak. Let's keep the momentum going, Big Ree. So without further ado, Here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game 1. We got Texas Tech at Baylor. Baylor is a 14-point favorite. Texas Tech 6-5, coming off a 23-0 loss to Oklahoma State. Got shut out. They got outgained Big Reef 427 yards to 108. These guys only had 108 total yards.
Texas Tech?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
108 total yards in college football. That's horrible. They have lost 3 of their last 4 games, and they are just getting pounded by good teams. When they play good teams, they get pounded. They have a horrible defense. They're on their 3rd string QB at this point. They're trading in QBs left and right. But I'm surprised that they're even above 500 team. But then we got Baylor, who has surprised me big time this year. They're 9-2, coming off a 20-10 win versus Kansas State. Look, the quarterback Gary Bohannon left last game. He got hurt, but he should be good to go for this game, from what I'm hearing. Baylor, look, they're 6-0 at home, undefeated at home. This is a home game. This is one of Baylor's biggest games in their history. I'm gonna say that, right? They're 9-2, and they want to hold out hope for an outside chance of getting into college playoff football.
Yeah.
What do you think? College
no
football
chance,
playoffs?
0%.
I mean, I would
Zero.
say 0, but you never know.
No chance, 0.
But they need to pound Oklahoma. They need to pound
Texas
Tech this week. And so, look, I think they're going to win easy here. I really like Baylor here. I'm taking Baylor minus 14, game 2. We got Oklahoma at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is a 3.5-point favorite, boys and girls. Oklahoma 10-1, coming off a 28-21 win versus Iowa State. Look, only loss that they have on the season is to Baylor. Okay, you remember that was a pretty good game, and they lost to Baylor. Their defense is actually playing well as of late. You know, I mean, they obviously have an offense, but offense is a little bit inconsistent too this year. They're not, sometimes they're putting up a huge amount of points, and I know they had that quarterback change, and so look, the last time they lost to Oklahoma State, do you know when that was, Big Reed?
If I ever had to guess, I would say at least 8 years.
Pretty good, pretty close. 2014, 7 years. They lost in 2014 by 3 points. Look. And so they play really well against Oklahoma State, and they have a strong offense. Oklahoma State has a good defense, but if you want to give the edge, Oklahoma offense has the most potential.
For sure, I agree with that.
Oklahoma State is 10-1 also. They're coming off a 23-0 win versus Texas Tech, as I just alluded to. Their only loss is a 24-21 loss to Iowa State. But their only impressive win on the season, if you ask me, is the Baylor win. That's their only impressive win. I don't trust the quarterback Spencer Sanders here. I think Oklahoma has the potential to make this a shootout and put up a lot of points, and I don't know if Spencer Sanders can keep up here. And so look, I was surprised that Oklahoma State was favored here. To be honest, I'm very surprised. I think Oklahoma wins outright, but I'm taking Oklahoma plus 3.5. Lock of the week, boys and girls. Game 3, we got Alabama at Auburn. Alabama is a 19.5-point favorite. Alabama 10-1, coming off a 42-35 win versus Arkansas. Their only loss on the season is to Texas A&M, 41-38 at Texas A&M. Look, this is a high-powered offense. Offense can put up points and put up points quickly, but their defense is not as strong as it's been in the last 5-6 years. Like Nick Saban is known for some really good defenses. This is not that year.
For sure, yeah.
A lot of talent still.
Their defense sucks. I can agree with that.
Their defense is not like it was in prior years. The quarterback, Bryce Young, I mean, dude.
He's been off, man. I took the over 1 week, and I was watching this guy, and he was just a piece of shit.
I mean, he might have had some bad games, but the kid still has 38 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Yeah, I mean,
he still. Look at those numbers. And 2 touchdowns on the road. I think you had the over. I think that was back in the LSU game. And I know you were so pissed about that game. And look, Alabama. I still think that if you ask me right now, I think they're the favorite to win the national championship.
You can argue it. I mean, it's 1-2. I mean,
I'm saying it right now. I'm saying I don't trust Georgia's offense.
Yeah.
Their defense is legit, but I think they're going to get exposed one game, and we'll see. And I'm telling you guys right now, take Alabama to the bank next week against Georgia. Take it to the bank. Take it to the bank. I mean, we'll get into that next week, but take it to the bank. Let's get into the Auburn, 6-5. Coming off a 21-17 loss to South Carolina, 3-game losing streak, inconsistent team here. They've had some impressive wins, but they're just an inconsistent team. Quarterback Bo Nix is out. He is out, but look, he hasn't been playing great anyways. Look, they have nothing to play for. Everyone says, okay, what do you mean, Ace? They still want to get in a bowl game. Okay, I get it, but they have nothing really to play for. They got, I think, the LSU transfer at quarterback now, Finley. Look, these guys got nothing to play for. Alabama, first of all, Alabama needs to win this game.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think they have to win big because in the event that they do lose next week to Georgia, they still want to get into the playoffs as a
the playoff committee just gives them the BOD
all the time. But
if they lose this game, they're out.
If they lose this game, they're out. But if they have an unimpressive win against Auburn, right, like an unimpressive win, and then Georgia handles them next week, there's a chance that they get kicked out of the top 4.
But there's no chance they lose next week, like you said.
If you ask me, there's no chance.
But we'll get into that next week. We'll continue with
that next week. But look, they won by 7 against Arkansas.
Yeah.
So that was not impressive. And then if they have like a 7 or a 10-point win versus Auburn, and then they lose to Georgia, look, I think there's some other teams with one loss that might jump them. But look, I really like Alabama. I think this is their game. I'm taking Alabama 19-19.5.
All right, the first game I got is Boise State at San Diego State. This is a Friday game. Boise State coming off a 37-0 win versus New Mexico. Nothing crazy about that, just expected. San Diego State coming off a 28-20 win versus UNLV. Nothing to ride home here either. UNLV's complete trash. Boise State quarterback Hank Backmeyer, excuse me if I mispronounced that, is all right. He only had about like 220 yards and 1 touchdown. But their run game is amazing. That's what it's going to come down to. Their run game doing really good and ground and pound. And both of these teams have solid defenses. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. But I always have a rule here, and I took it last week. Anytime the unranked team is favored versus the ranked team, you take the unranked team. And that's what's happening here. Boise State is unranked. San Diego State is ranked 22, and they're at home. And they're the underdog. So this is just sketchy spread here. And I think Boise State wins this one 17-10. I think low scoring. So I'm taking Boise State minus 2.5. The second game I got is Oregon State at Oregon. The current spread is Oregon minus 7. Oregon State coming off a 24-10 win versus Arizona State. They played solid. They showed that they're a solid team. Oregon coming off an ass whooping versus Utah 38-7. I mean, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Right before halftime, they punted it with 4 seconds, and it was a kickoff return. Did you see the highlights? Unreal.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, that's unreal. Like, you're already down 21-0, and then you go down 28-0 at half.
Unreal.
Like, and then that just went ugly. And this is just but Anthony Brown had a bad game. The run game was only 64 yards. I mean, everything that could have gone wrong just went wrong. But Oregon plays well at home. I think Anthony Brown has a bounce-back game here. They will bounce back. I'm taking Oregon -7. That's my lock of the week.
Bam.
The last game I got is Iowa at Nebraska. We got Iowa coming off a 33-23 win versus Illinois. Nebraska coming off a loss to Wisconsin, 35-28. They played well, but they just gave up too many points because they were playing a solid offense, which Iowa is not as good as. And me and Ace have talked about on this vlog multiple times that how Iowa is fool's gold, and Nebraska, their record doesn't show it, but they're a solid team. They are going to be missing their quarterback, but I think it's going to be a ground and pound game in this one as well. And I think this is a fool's gold. Don't get fooled here, as Ace says. And I'm taking Nebraska +1.5. And anything to say before?
No.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Peace out, guys.